What's up, millionaires in the making? Welcome to episode 130 of the MITM podcast, where we unlock success daily by journeying through the 6 pillars. I'm your host, Tye Aarons, the founder of the MITM Club, and today I'll share how a thrilling ride turned into a wake-up call and how this parallels the bumps we face in our financial journeys. We're diving into how to build your financial armor to withstand any crash, be it on the pavement or on your path to wealth. Get ready to gear up and protect your financial future. With that being said, run my intro.
Caught up in them bright lights, lost every shiny things that's golden. Everything ain't always what it seems, that it's soaking. Chasing my dreams, coming apart at my seams. Best believe that the money is the motive.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the MITM podcast. Now, imagine cruising along on an electric unicycle, the wind in your hair, enjoying the thrill and speed of feeling like you're flying in a perpetual trust fall. Now, imagine hitting a bump in the road and falling hard with no protective gear to cushion your fall. This was my reality, okay? My first major unicycle fall actually had me in the hospital for about a week, but I was off my leg for about 2 weeks, okay? I'm deeply thankful that nothing was broken, but this painful experience was a wake-up call for me, okay? Not just in terms of physical safety, but also about the precarious nature of my financial security. It made me realize that just as we need physical gear to protect ourselves in sports, we also need financial armor to safeguard our economical well-being. Now, financial protection is the gear we wear to shield ourselves from the economic hardships that life throws our way. It includes various forms of insurance, emergency savings, investments, and passive income. Each serves as a layer of defense against potential financial disaster. Like a helmet that protects your head or knee pads that shield your joints, financial protection mechanisms guard your lifestyle and future against unforeseen financial damages. Like when I went down and I crashed, I'm so glad I had my elbow pads on, I had my knee pads on, I had my helmet on, which was the most important thing, but I didn't have the right ones. Okay? I didn't have the right gear. And I want to tell you a quick story. Like, I've fallen many times now, okay? I'm a bit of a thrill seeker. I ride crazy on my unicycle, but I've fallen a couple different times. My first fall, it taught me about the vulnerability, okay? That happens. I was lying in the hospital bed, and I wasn't just thinking about the physical pain, okay? I was also thinking about the bills that I was about to have to pay in the hospital. I was also thinking about the income that I was about to lose and that I ended up losing. Okay, every day that I wasn't at work was money flying out of my pockets. Now, fast forward to not a whole year, but many months later, I took another fall. But this time I had the right protective gear on. Okay, I literally just slid on the pavement and I got up like nothing happened. Okay, I stood up scratch free and I rode home. Okay, the difference was preparation. Okay, I was prepared this time instead of the first time. The gear that I had the first time was the absolute, it was good that I had it, but it was like skateboarding gear and not motorcycle gear. And now I have like full knee pads, shin pads, like massive elbow pads, massive helmet. There's even more gear I want to get to make sure that I'm really safe, right? But drawing a parallel to financial protection, consider the two scenarios. In one, an individual faces a sudden medical emergency without health insurance or without savings. The financial repercussions can be as debilitating as the physical injury. In another scenario, the same individual now equipped with health insurance, with a solid emergency fund, right? They can recover without the added stress of financial ruin. Okay, like my protective gear, the right financial preparation can dramatically soften the impact of life's falls overall. Right? Now, you want to build your financial safety gear strategically. Okay? Now, when you're building effective financial protection, you have to begin with understanding your current financial health. Start by assessing your financial risks, and then methodically build your protective layers. Start with your emergency fund, all right? I always tell people start with their emergency fund. And the crazy thing is, if you start with your emergency fund the right way, your emergency fund turns into your FU money, turns into your freedom fund, all right? So start with setting aside 3 months, 6 months, 1 year worth of living expenses. This fund acts as a shock absorber for sudden financial needs like a medical emergency or unexpected job loss. Step 2, layer number 2, is insurance. Health insurance is just the beginning, but depending on your circumstances, consider life insurance, disability insurance, and property insurance to cover all potential vulnerabilities. Okay? Like, if this place went up in flames, it would totally suck, but I have insurance coverage to make sure everything in here is covered. Okay? Number 3 is investments. Diversify your income through investments can act like wearing multiple layers of protective gear. Even if one investment performs poorly, others may succeed, balancing out your financial health. And then lastly, number 4, the last thing you want to do is start to develop passive income. This way, you can provide financial benefits without directly working, okay? Like rental incomes, dividends from stocks, earnings from side hustles. Like, y'all will hear me talking about Turo. Y'all will hear me talking about Airbnb. Y'all will hear me talking about just like flipping random objects. It's crazy. There's lots of different passive incomes that I've been able to create, which is why even when I did fall, I have my Airbnbs up and running. So I was able to say, well, I still have money coming in. I'll be fine. You know, this is akin to having an automatic safety net in place. And the more safety you can build around yourself, the more passive income you can develop for yourself, the more you're prepared for when these things happen, because they will happen to the best of us. Okay? Now, a friend of mine experienced a significant financial fall, and when an unexpected layoff occurred. Okay, they were working in a factory, they had like steady income, steady hours, and all of a sudden there was layoffs. Fortunately, her prior investments and robust emergency fund allowed her to navigate the turbulent times without panic. Okay, financial experts agree that her preparation was the key. They advocate for holistic approaches to financial protection, emphasizing the importance of readiness over recovery. Okay, you want to make sure that you're ready for these things instead of just saying, hey, I'll try and figure it out once it happens. Okay, so what does the road ahead look like? Well, just like choosing to wear protective gear on my next unicycle ride and every single unicycle ride moving forward, choosing to secure our financial future is a deliberate decision that we must make, okay? The lessons learned from my experience on and off the unicycle are clear. Don't wait for a fall to realize the importance of protection. Assess your financial health today, gear up with the right protective measures, and ride into your future with confidence and security. Whether you're a thrill seeker like me on wheels, navigating the twists and turns of life, or you're someone that is navigating the twists and turns of the financial adventure that we're all on, remember that the right gear can make all the difference. So stay protected, stay prepared, keep riding towards your financial goals, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Thanks so much for tuning into today's episode of the MITM podcast. If you found these strategies on building your financial armor helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and share this episode with someone that you love.